Big up, everybody. What's good? It's your boy, Mark, and MUFC fan. You know what it is, guys. It's the, bragging right stream, trying to resurrect the stream meant to be on Thursdays, but due to time constraints, we're going to have to push it to Sunday evenings. You're in the screen. Big up to everyone watching. You know what I mean? Hope you're well. Big up to NN in the building, my buddy, my resident Chelsea fan. Big up to Kazi. Yeah, I know, bro. I completely was lost. I lost cause earlier, and I'm sorry I'm late. I apologize to each and every one. Big up to NN in the building. What's good, my brethren? Hope you're well. What's my excuse? I was late, bro. You know, the Trini clock was not working tonight. It was actually working overtime, to be fair.
You're lucky I'm not in the UK. I'm out falling asleep.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, we're not going to stay on too long. I think 30 minutes. We can do a 30 minutes if you have the time.
No, bro, I'm good. I'm in the US. It's like
you're in the US. It's full, yeah. Bro. And it's good. It's good. What, you on vacation, bro? Or you live in the US?
No, we're just on vacation, meeting family.
Oh, big up, bro. Big up. So, since you're here first, let's talk about Chelsea today, bro. I see you got a draw today. Not the best result, I think. You know what I mean? But considering your recent form, you're in top 4. It's hard to say it, bro. You've been doing all right. You've been doing good.
You've been doing all right. Is that what you gonna say? Is that what you gonna say, Mark?
Well, bro, you know what I mean. I gotta keep it real. I hate the Chelsea. I hate Chelsea. I hate most of our rivals. So I gotta keep it real. I can't make it sound too good now, can
I? Top 4 is all right then. I guess top 4 is all right.
Oh, you guess top 4 is all right.
Yeah, I guess top 4 is all right. I don't know how to feel about the result. You can take positives, you can take negatives. You can say that Nottingham Forest were unbeaten till last week, I believe. You can say that. You can say we very much dominated for large parts of the game, and that we had a lot of chances that we could have put away. You can say that. But honestly, I think it's an okay result. There are positives and negatives to take away from the result. Seeing how we deal with low blocks, I think that was a positive. It was an improvement upon what we had seen on the Pochettino and early stages under Maresca.
I mean, it's interesting. I don't disagree with you. I think I said to my friend who was a fellow Chelsea fan, I said to him, I said last season, I say, bro, your team is young. People might be laughing at you guys, but I think, there's it's a young team that, for me, they exceeded expectations, finishing top 6, top 10 last season. First season in the Prem, first season as a team. If they get some experience under them, it could be trouble. And you're seeing some of those results at the bearing fruit at the beginning of this season. Now, I don't expect you guys to continue this form because, you know what, I want to finish above you as Man United. But, you know what I mean? I have to admit, it was something that I did foresee would be happening based on the metrics. You know what I mean? It's just how football works.
What metrics?
Well, if you look at it, the talent you did bring in some talented youngsters. The problem is there was no real experience around them to really, hold them in certain games in the Premier League that they would probably need an experienced head to say, listen, we need to continue doing this. You know what I mean?
And what experience did United have?
We have more experience. We have Champions League winners and stuff like that, bro. Multiple
the guys that you were trying to shot to Saudi.
Well, I mean, it happens, bro. But at the same time, we are at different stages in our rebuild. You, however, you're doing well this season. I mean, you could take shots at me now. I'm there. We had a draw as well today.
I won't take shots at you now. I can take shots at you throughout the whole season.
Don't worry, bro. I think the shots are going to come to an end very soon, and when it does, I think I'm going to be taking shots at everyone. So don't pass up your chances today, bro. Big up to Gregory.
Huh? Do you want to tell the chat what you said in the GC?
I know you, man. You could say what I said. You know what I mean. At the end of the day,
you said at the end of the season, you'll be the one laughing at me from 4th. You said at the end of the season, you'll be the one laughing at me from 4th. And I'll be 14th.
I will be.
That's what you said in the GC.
I will be.
Then. As long as you can stand by it.
Don't worry, bro. I don't even. gonna beat me this season, bro. Sancho can't play against me, so you're gonna be without Sancholini. What excuse are you gonna have for those games?
Modric and Mazraoui will be a real eye opener for some people. That's gonna be a real eye
But I
opener for some
mean,
people.
granted, how the refs have been helping other teams against United, as you can see today, they might help you guys as well. You know, they helped you last season. They gave you 2 free penalties against United, bro. You know what I mean? You see Madueke diving, floundering like a dolphin for no reason, getting a free pen.
I'm not taking you seriously. I'm not taking you seriously. If this is what you're saying, I'm just not gonna take you seriously. if you're gonna troll, I'm gonna troll. If you're really gonna sit here and say that I was a dive, I'm just gonna troll.
Bro, you can't tell me that Delo's arm touched the side of his waist and that pushes him off.
You really think that was a dive?
I know it was, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm telling you. I think it. I guarantee it was a dive.
All right then.
You know, some advice for your players. Tell them just kick the lid. They'll get a free kick. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. You don't need to kick Dallo alone to get penalties. You know, or Anthony. You know what I mean? Just kick the lid. He's already playing in defense.
I told you about it. I told you about it before you even signed it. I told you
that's okay. I'm not too mad at him. You know what I mean?
In the GC.
Yeah, I don't think he was rubbish though. I still don't think
now you're benching him from Maguire. Now you're benching him from Maguire.
I just think it was a matter of the game. But what about your team today, bro? You know what I mean? 10 men, Nottingham Forest at the Stamford Bridge. You're supposed to win at home. You look like the weak team for most of the game.
Nottingham Forest were unbeaten until last week.
Nottingham Forest were unbeaten.
Very formidable. Top 16. Top 16 last week. Were they not?
16.
Were they not top 16?
I mean, Chelsea have scored 4 or 5 goals on average in the last 3 or 4 games they've played. I think it's interesting. You know what I mean? But yeah, of course. Yo, Harry, I told you already, bro. The season by Christmas, you're gonna be rejoicing. You're gonna be Eric Ten Hag in, my brother. Trust me, I promise you. All of you.
How much did he pay you?
All the rival fans who were telling.
How much did he pay you? How much did Eric Ten Hag pay you? Because there's no reason for you to be so back in.
Bro. I'm a United fan. I know
what I see. Did you see the Spurs game today? Did you see it today? The Spurs game. Bro. Did you see the result? That's who you lost to last week.
Yeah,
and Brighton came out in the second half. Came out in the second half and made adjustments. And in 20 minutes, they turned the game on their head.
The ref was bipartisan in the game against Brighton today. They called a fair game for the first time in a long time. Even when we played against Tottenham, they didn't want to give penalties for handballs away from behind.
There's no way. There's no way.
I mean, the ball holds the hand here.
There were no handballs.
Hand is in a normal position. You know what I'm saying?
There were no handballs in your game.
No more crossing hands behind the back in the Premier League is unnecessary.
Would it have saved you? Would that have saved you?
I mean, we just got a goal. They gave us a fake red card that they rescinded after the game. They just wanted to make sure Man United lost last week. You know what I mean? It's quite like they were trying to do this week. They gave us 5 yellow cards for no apparent reason. I've seen worse tackles in the game and multiple times by Aston Villa players. Not only have I seen that, but I also seen a one Diego Carlos make a rash tackle against Anthony, walks away. He makes another rash tackle, and then he waves the referee off, doesn't even get a yellow card. You know, I mean, isn't player actions against the referee, you know, isn't that a yellow card? Oh, no. Only when it's a United.
It's only when it's only when you call for a card. Actually, no, waving them off isn't a yellow card. When you call for a card,
why did Dalot get a yellow card for doing this?
I don't know about that. Don't know about that.
Last season, in 5 seconds, he got a yellow card, and 5 seconds later, he got a yellow card because he just did this.
Anyway, 7 more games to Eric Ten Hag, and I think he'll turn it around.
How much wins do you think? You think United is going to beat Chelsea though? Because we're playing Chelsea at the Bridge, I think.
Who's your game before that?
I know we played Brentford. I think we have Arsenal upcoming as well. Yeah, I think we're going to win all of those games. To be fair,
Brentford, Arsenal, and Chelsea.
Let me just double check the Man United games that are upcoming. We got West Ham away after Brentford at home. Brentford at home is the next match. We got West Ham away, then we got Leicester, then we have you, and it's all home games. Oh, we're in for a treat. That's going to be like
That should be 4 wins. That should
that
be
should
four
be
wins for Eric Ten Hag.
12 points, right?
That should be
100%.
12 points. Yeah.
Definitely 12 points. Looks like, we're going to get probably 3 points against Fenerbahce. It's going to be 3 points against PLK. Yeah, it's gonna,
12 points against Fenerbahce.
to
You
be
can get
fair.
one.
Hmm?
You can get one.
Against who? Fenerbahce?
Yeah, you can get one.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to win that game. I think we're going to win that.
Nah, you're not gonna win that game.
I think a couple of
Mourinho, Fred, Amrabat, you're not gonna win that game.
and I think some of the members of the team are gonna have some bitter rivalry with some of those players. Like maybe
No
Marcus
Bruno.
Rashford is gonna be mad at Jose for taking shots at him. Maybe Casemiro is gonna be mad that Amrabat took his place. Maybe Fred is gonna want to try to overshow himself because he wanted to show that Erik ten Hag did believe in him. But then maybe Kobe Mainoo is just gonna have him on toast all game in the midfield. You never know. Let's see how it goes. I think the Brentford game is gonna be a big one. I expect a win in the Brentford game. I know Brentford
What's the
has
score?
kind of seemingly been a bogey team in the last couple of seasons, along with Brighton. But in the last couple of games we've played Brentford, I could see United turning that around. You know what I mean? With the way we've been playing recently and the couple of results that Brentford has been having, I know they've been doing decent in the league. They're above us. They're on 10 points. They won again today, but they've lost 2 games in between and had a draw. So I'm picking that they're not too good playing against a team who possess the high press. They've lost against Liverpool. They've lost against Arsenal. It's interesting.
Who's that?
Brentford.
Brentford won their last match.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about the 3 matches before that last match, bro.
But why didn't you talk about the last match? No, you can't talk about the 3 matches before that.
That's the first thing I said. I said they won their last game.
So you don't think they'll bring momentum from the last game?
No, I actually think they're gonna come into United thinking they're coming at United, and they're gonna want to attack United because I think they've had success against United when they've had Ivan Toney, and I think Thomas Frank is gonna have the mindset that United is that team there for the taking, and I think that's gonna be his big mistake.
Brentford 1-0. They score inside the first 3 minutes and they sit back for the whole game.
Oh, I mean, that's not too far off from what I was thinking. I was thinking more like a United 4-1. I think Brentford might score first, but they're going to awake the beast. I think Holland is going to have a brace that day, possibly, a dagger from Anthony as well as a Rashford goal. I think Rashford has shown in the last few games that he's on a decent run of form. He's willing to take on his defenders and try to take shots. We haven't seen that consistency since the season has begun. We've only seen it really in the last 3 games. And I would like to think that he's going to do much more than he did today in the game today. I think he's going to approach the game against Brentford as the game where he's going to stat pad. I think he's going to do some damage. I think he's going to have a few assists and a goal. That's just me. And I'm really harsh on Rashford, but I think he's starting to understand that he needs to lead this line. He needs to take responsibility for the attack and be the most dangerous player in games. And I think that spells a bad recipe to all the rival teams right now.
It spells a bad recipe for West Ham and no one else. Rashford is a bum.
I think it spells a bad recipe.
Rashford has been a bum since the OVG days. You guys just gassed him up because he was young.
Yes, I admit that. But
you gassed him up because he was young.
No, I'm not.
Right now, he's not doing anything.
I did. I was one of those fans back in when he was wearing the number 19, right before he got
and guess what? It's the same thing you're going to do with Kobe. You're gassing Kobe up right now. He's not that guy. You're gassing him up too much. And when he hits 26, with no progression,
100 million for at Benfica. Is Benfica? Who did you buy him from? Benfica? Was it Benfica or Sporting?
Kobe got World Cup.
For him.
Tell Kobe show his World Cup.
Show his World Cup.
Yeah, Kobe got a World Cup. No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Was he the most influential player in every game?
Who? Kobe?
No, your player. Because I know Kobe was one of the most controversial players during the Euros this season in his first year.
The Euros I didn't see the pitch for how many games?
Huh?
The Euros I didn't see the pitch for how many games?
He's played.
How many games did he start, Mark?
Huh?
Mark, how many games did he start?
4 games. I think he didn't play for 2.
Are you sure about that?
I could be wrong about one game.
It's probably more on the 2 The
I
two
think it's
starts.
3, and he came on for 2 games, but he didn't play 2 games because 7 games in all they played, right? Something like that. So it's one of those things, bro. Like, like realistically, as a Chelsea fan, you should be relishing the fact that United are doing poorly because you're suddenly occupying a spot in the top 4 this season for now. And
This has been a regular occurrence for the past how many years? There's nothing to relish.
what do you
You
mean?
guys are bums.
The last season before last, you were 12th.
And where were you?
I was in 3rd, by the way, if you
You were
can
in third.
remember.
What did you do?
Huh?
What did you
I
do?
whopped you, like, I whopped you. I
You
beat
walked
you,
here.
and your manager had to take off
Then what?
Kovacic.
Then what
I
happened
think
when you
Chelsea
came?
sold Kovacic because they realized when Man United come to town, he's useless. You know what I mean? It's
Hmm.
interesting.
And what happened when you came to Stamford Bridge?
We got robbed last season.
You got robbed.
Yeah. Your guy ran
Is
into Anthony and dove, got a penalty. Your winger ran past the low and just decided, you know what? I ran too far to the sideline. Let me just dive. Take a nosedive. You know what I mean? I've been watching dolphins at the front of ships when I was on my cruise the other day. So I'll take one of those plays.
So this is what you decided to do. You just decided to lie to yourself, basically. You just decided to lie to yourself.
No, I'm not lying to myself, bro. Like
No,
United
you're lying to yourself.
were a better team in the game against Chelsea in that game. I could remember that cross from Anthony on the wing on the outside of the boot falling to Garnacho header, first goal. I could even.
That's the only good thing Anthony has done since arriving at your club. That's the
I
only good
mean,
thing he's done.
he scored some
There's
bangers.
there's no other moment you can tell me about Anthony.
Back the manager. Yo, broski. You should be backing the manager. I think today's
So
performance
you might as well
was
just you might as well just get Yo-Yo on here to deal with you, because
I
all
mean,
of this crap that you're
Yo-Yo
talking
can come
about.
in if he likes. Yo-Yo is welcome anytime. He's the man. He's got the keys everywhere. You know what I mean? But what I would say is that a lot of everyone said in the GC that we were going to get pumped, but it more looked like Aston Villa was going to get pumped today. To
No,
be
it
fair,
did not. It was a
bro,
50-50
United
game.
had
No one
4
was
shots
getting
on
pumped.
target. You know what I mean?
Watch
Martinez
the
had to
game with
put in
your
a
eyes.
couple of
Stop being a
saves.
stat pervert.
He
Do
still
not
hit the
be a stat
post.
pervert.
I mean, they
Stop
only had one
being a
shot on
stat
goal
pervert.
the entire
Stop
game.
being a
It's
stat pervert.
interesting. It's
We watch the
interesting.
game with our eyes. We don't watch through foot mob. We don't watch through surface score. We watch with the game through our eyes. You
Yeah, I
understand?
watched the game through my eyes, and in the first
So
35, it looked like United was dominating. We had like 64% possession. I remember that stat was wild. The commentator said that, and I was like, "What?
and what did we do
United?"
with that possession?
I mean, well, we should have scored, but then the ref stepped in and he said, "You know what? You guys are slightly taking advantage at Villa Park today. So you know what? Let me give you guys some red cards to slow you guys down. Let me take away the
You
momentum
didn't
from
get a red
United."
card.
He
You
gave,
didn't
he
get
gave
any red cards.
us several yellow cards. I mean, you know what I mean? You got a yellow card just because a player breathed too hard. Maguire was shielding the ball, got a yellow card because they said he elbowed the guy. You know what I mean? Kobe Mainoo got a yellow card for what? I don't even know. I can't even remember the last time I saw Aston Villa player got a yellow card for a bad tackle. I mean, this guy rugby tackled Anthony on the wing. The linesman was there. He didn't even want to wave his flag until Anthony complained to him. You know what I mean? This guy Diego Carlos was running around barging into people like if he's a rugby player. It was weird. It was kind of weird. I thought I was watching the Eagles play or something. They do play NFL in England sometimes. Maybe it's getting interesting. Maybe they got an NFL referee. This guy body he looks like he's ready for the the National League. You know what I mean? The guy look fit. Premier League referees usually kind of small in the upper body and think this guy's a big guy. I think he
Alright
was
then.
refereeing the wrong sport.
Let's switch the topic to another topic on United. Let's talk about some players. Mason
Mm.
Mount, 60 million money Mace, and Luke Shaw.
Bro,
Seems
Luke
both
Shaw.
of them might be up for longer.
I think Luke Shaw needs to go. I think, it's one of those things. I've been one of those fans that been saying since 21, 22, get rid of Marcus Rashford, get rid of Luke Shaw, get rid of some of those guys. Just get rid of them, whatever price. It doesn't matter. Take a loss. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where I feel like it's one of the situations where these players should have left the club for us to have a clean break, a real chance at changing the ethos. You know what I mean? Like, Chelsea, you guys, I kind of envied you guys rebuild. To be fair, you bought a brand new squad. You spent 1.2 billion. And while you didn't have success initially, to me, I just thought that when you bought so many new players, you could mold them into whatever ideology you want. And maybe I do think I did think that sacking Poch was a bad idea, but so far Enzo Maresca has worked. I mean, if you guys haven't hit a rough patch in the season yet, so I can't really say anything other than what I've seen, and so far he's been doing all right.
Yeah.
For me,
I've never got the hype with Luke Shaw with the United fans. To me, he's always been media at best. I didn't understand the hype.
No, I won't say that. I think the biggest problem I would have with Luke Shaw is that Luke Shaw is more injured than he actually plays football. I mean, he spent more time on the bench than Anthony Martial, but he's been at the club 2 years longer. That's shocking. You know what I mean? He's our most senior player in the squad. He's been at Man United for 11 seasons now, and
I would love to have his career
when you need him. And
I would love to have his career. Just sitting there on the bench. No one talks about Luke Shaw. No one wants to get rid of Luke Shaw in your fan base. They just let him ride. When he's back, they say he's best in the world. He's media at best. Money Mace said he was coming back.
Money Mace is media. I could agree with that, but
nah. Back your players. Back your players.
No,
you can't say Money Mace is one of the best. He's one of the best cams in the world.
Off the ball,
when you bought him, he was one of the best cams in the world. With 1 year left on his deal for 60 million.
Are you trying to sell to me? Because we already bought him. Even though I never see why. Like, I think he's great off the ball, but I can't.
I'm just trying to sell you back in your players. You've got one of the best cams in the world, one of the best English players in the world.
He still has to prove to me he deserves the number 7. As you can see, the big player who wears the number 7, you see it behind me? That's a gunman right there. That's
the guy that you ran out your club.
I didn't do that though. I was mad at the manager and the club.
I don't think you were mad. In the GC, you weren't very mad.
No, bro. I was really upset with the fan base at that point because I think the fan base was saying some crazy things. You know what I mean? But right now, for me, yeah, we need a little bit of an upgrade. But what I could tell you is this: I could see United beating Chelsea and beating Liverpool in the next game when we play them again at Anfield. It's going to be one of those things where you beat us at home and we beat you at home this season.
You're not serious. You're not beating us. You're not beating us all this season.
Bro, you're probably going to do a league double over Chelsea this season. It's going to be one of those seasons, bro. I'm 100% season, bro. I'm 100% serious, bro. Like, you might be thinking I'm just saying it because, it's bragging rights or whatever, but let me put it like this to you, bro. Chelsea's had a good run. They probably will have a decent run, but they're going to go into some situations and some games and a difficult run coming up very soon. And it's not just going to be the games you have to worry about, facing United. It's going to be games and away games when you have to travel to, Napkin FC and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And you're not playing.
You've already dealt with them. You've already dealt with Napkin FC. Don't do this. Don't do this when you're out here losing to.
All right, let's just look at your next few games.
You're out here drawing with 20 pounds FC. You're out here drawing with 20 pounds FC.
October 20th, you got Liverpool away. Then you have Panathinaikos away. Do you actually think you're gonna beat Panathinaikos away, bro? They're the Greek champions.
Definitely.
I think that's one of the games where you're gonna have.
You only rate them because Pelestri went there. That's what you're trying to do right now.
Pelestri went to PIOK. They're in the Europa League, bro. They're in a higher competition than you right now.
That's why he went for Panathinaikos.
No. He went to PIOK.
Let me check.
He didn't join. To me, I think he joined Shola Shoratori at PIOK, if I can remember clearly.
See, you and your lies. I'm right. He went to Panathinaikos.
Oh, you went to Panathinaikos. So it's just Shola Shoratori that we're gonna see playing from PAOK.
Search up in FootMob.
No. I know. I realized when I mentioned Shola Shoratori just now because I thought both of them were going to the same club for some reason. Yeah, I guess I was wrong on that. But it's going to be interesting. Pelestri might do you in. You never know. If Pelestri does you, bro, I'm gonna laugh. You know that, right?
Pelestri's not going to do anything. You guys are at our level.
Fix, you gotta turn the music off, bro. You can't do the music thing, bro. You're gonna get my stream copyrighted, bro. Big up. Shore Terry at Pauk. Okay, Palestri at Panathinaikos. Marshall at AEK. Yeah, he's playing with
Your
with
players
someone
are finished.
that Trini
You're
as striker.
you're selling people to the Greece league. Them
Yeah,
guys are still in recession. Them guys are
that's
still in
all.
recession and they're trying to get money from them. You guys are unserious.
No, I see what I
Anthony
can tell you
Martial,
is this.
see what you do to players. Anthony Martial, Ballon d'Or clause. To Greece
Ballon
at age
d'Or.
28.
I
At
mean,
age 28, Greece.
Greece, that's what's good for him, bro. He wanted there. I didn't send him there. I was trying to sell him to somewhere else. He didn't want to go.
Meanwhile, we're sending our scrubs from the academy to Atletico Madrid. And
Your
you're
scrub.
sending,
Are
and
you
you're
talking
sending
about your
your
former
guys.
captain? Your former club captain you're talking about?
Our former captain when everyone was injured, yeah.
When everyone was injured. When everyone was injured. Last I checked, Conor Gallagher was reported as one of your best players last season.
Last I checked, it was Ben James and Ben Chilwell that were captains last season.
James wasn't injured for most of last season. Did he not?
That's
play
what
like
I just said.
games?
Injured. That's why I said injured. That's why I said
so
injured.
after Reece James and Ben Chilwell.
After Reece James and Ben Chilwell.
Then your best players.
There was no one else.
Interesting. Panathinaikos, Druid, Borak from Bosnia League. Chelsea will batter them.
There you go.
Tommy,
there you are.
This is bragging rights, broski. You know, you can't come in here and back the
So you just want to come in. You just want to come in and lie.
No, I'm not lying, but it's gonna be a tough game your way, bro.
It's not.
Big up to Fix in the building.
Yo.
What's good, bro? How you doing?
Yeah. Everything is nice. Yeah.
Big up, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, Chelsea drew today.
Yeah, Chelsea drew today, you know, and then there's the representative, that's my brethren there from Chelsea, you know what I mean? A little bit more sociable than Chelsea Dan.
Oh, bro, Tottenham lose from 2-0 up. I'm not hearing any noise. I'm not hearing Angie this, Angie that.
Nah, Fix, are you a United fan?
Huh?
Are you a United fan?
Yeah.
And you're coming here talking about Tottenham after last week. That should just show you your levels. You can't come in here talking about Tottenham bottled. You can't. That's your levels. You couldn't beat those people.
I am Ten Hag in. I'm not seeing the same energy. Yeah, I'm not seeing the same energy I'm seeing in Sky Sports and all those fans. I'm not seeing the same energy to Tottenham.
Fix, why are you still Ten Hag in? What is he showing you?
Why is he showing me?
Yes.
Bro, I just think the media is a bully. They are bullying the man. They also
Fix. I asked you to tell me what. Fix. I've asked you to tell me what he's showing you on the pitch, and you're talking to me about the media is bullying him.
I've seen enough from him now. It's the players. Just watch. No silly mistakes today. And Villa couldn't do anything. So all the game we have lost is the player that handed it over to our opponents.
I don't know how you guys are still Ten Hag in, but I'm here for it. May he still be there for a long time.
I am full time Ten Hag in. I didn't just know the manager from my United. I've known him for a long time.
So you knew him when he bottled. You knew him when he bottled to Tottenham in the Champions League. When he gave up a 2-0 lead.
I knew him.
I mean, it's fancy or say he bottled it to Tottenham, but he did destroy Real Madrid. You know, my resident Real Madrid brethren, he not here tonight.
He destroyed Real Madrid and he bottled to Tottenham.
Was playing their best game of that season. Don't just say they bottled it. Tottenham aimed it. They aimed their spots. They aimed the final they went to. Yes. That you just say but to suit yourself, to suit your narrative, your narration.
2-0 up. 2-0 up with less than 13 minutes to go, and you lose 3-2. That's a bottle. You've bottled it to go to the finals, and you've lost to Tottenham after letting Lucas Moura come in to score a hat trick. That's the definition of bottle. There's no other thing that you can say.
In your own terms, Ajax shook the season that year, and it was a success for them. I don't think they have gotten to that. Yeah, that season was a success. After 1990 something has Ajax played the semi-final before. Tell me.
Ajax is a team that has won the Champions League before, and you're talking to me about semi-finals.
I said 1990 with
you're talking to me about semi-finals. That's like saying Man United should be happy because they got to semi-finals of the Champions League. Should we say that?
Yeah. Bro. What our fans refuse to know is that past glory is past glory. We are building up. So Ajax is no team near with what happened that year.
Okay, I've heard. I just want to remember this for later on the year. We'll just keep it here.
Don't worry, bro. We go remember this after we have the next bragging rights next weekend, because you know what? You will be in Europa League. You know that no, it won't be this week because we have no Europa League this week. But
no, it's international break.
It's in the international break, so you know, come after
the
international break, we will revisit this. Huh?
You're gonna have to watch Trinidad do nothing.
Nah, bro, we gonna win. Don't worry yourself. My team gonna, you know, if it's one thing I could tell you about the Trini boys is they don't lose 2 in a row. And then lose again. There's usually come back with a win. So is what I will.
Who you playing?
Next, hold on. Can't remember, bro. I forgot.
He even forgot who you're playing. How can you be so confident?
No, I think it's a small team. I think it's like St. Lucia or something, bro. Can't remember.
St. Lucia, a small team.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. Hold on. I'm gonna pull up this score here. See how good I'm with Trinidad until you go here.
Anyway, Mark, it's a bragging right, though. United is bad. We have another clean sheet. 4 clean sheet. He's on top.
Oh, yeah, Cuba.
Standards on the floor. United is back after drawing 0-0.
We are Cuba this weekend, bro. Away and then Cuba at home. Then St. Kitts and Nevis in the World Cup qualify. Well, no, that's next year. We have 2 games against Cuba. Is the next 2 games for this.
Don't lose to Cuba.
2 weeks.
Them guys are more interested in baseball than football. If you lose to those people, just give up.
He said Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing Cuba. Yeah. If I heard that, if I just hear Cuba, the first thing in mind is doctors and nurses.
What's that?
I say anytime I hear
if he hears Cuba, it's doctors and nurses that he hears.
Yeah, well, it's Cuba, but we'll beat Cuba, man. So there's no strength, there's no stress. It's one of those things, one of those days. If you all got guys here, when you're here, we'll be doing some watch-alongs for that as well. You know, I will be doing watch-alongs for Trinidad and Tobago versus Cuba. It's on Saturday, the 9th. You know, we will be there. Big up for that. You know what I mean? Don't know if you guys are going to be around for that, but
that's a cry along.
Yeah,
people
cry
are
along, right?
to see you cry.
Who is going to be crying, Daddy?
You better not cry. You better beat Cuba.
Bro, I gonna beat up Cuba, bro.
You still want Jadon Sancho to come and play for you?
Yeah, how do you mean, bro? I need Sancho to come captain Trinidad, bro. Don't worry, we'll get him to come. As soon as Trinidad qualifying for the World Cup, he will come because he wants to play.
Who? Can players switch now?
Yeah, he can. He's only played 3 competitive games for them in a big tournament, so he can still switch.
In a big,
I'm sure.
After turning 23, yes. After he turned 23, since turning 23, that's how it's worked. So, I mean, because
no, he's not going to do that. You know,
Yo, he never got
something.
to England again, bro. So that's why he will come play for
Under the
Trinidad.
Why is
Chelsea,
he not going to
Chelsea
play?
will be
He's
back in
playing
the
well in
England squad
Chelsea.
in no time.
Huh?
He's playing well in Chelsea, so why is he not going to play England?
Because England have better wingers. They are Saka and these guys, bro.
This is not kick and follow that what's his name was playing. You know, you don't know the manager that is coming there now.
Big up to my brethren Ray Carl in the building with the £5 super chat. Well, they said we smashed that Villa because Umi is gonna pull a masterclass, yet he had one shot on target at home. Big up. Big up to Ray Carl in the building, bro.
Nobody wants to see that. I just mentioned the clean sheet for Nana. My man here said standards on the floor.
Big up to
Bro,
Mike, bro. Yeah, Mike, I
people are
bring
making
Standards are
noise.
on the floor.
People are making noise that Raya carried the golden golden glove last season. They are forgotten that 2 seasons ago, in the early half season, we got it. As shit as the gear, United won the best clean sheet. He got the golden boot. That is Arsenal storm. Hell broke loose.
Man say St. Kitts and Nevis is his home country. We had to beat them. Yeah, I mean, we will. I mean, it's interesting. You know, we will be playing them in the World Cup qualification in June. That's like some months away. That's next year, to be fair. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. You know what I mean? I think World
getting
Cup
packed up.
qualification is going to be very interesting for CONCACAF. As you know, CONCACAF was one of the teams, just like Africa, the confederations, just like Africa, to gain additional spots with the new 48 team World Cup.
But
So
you
it's
got
going to
more
be
than
interesting.
normal. You got more than normal because you got 3 hosts in your region, so that allows more spots.
Well, actually, it doesn't allow. It's not because of that, but what happened was we always had 6.5 spots, and now we have 9.5 spots.
Because they're both chewy,
Yeah.
crunchy, delicious.
But then the host nations won't be counted to your spots, right?
Exactly, they will be counted to the spots. So is what? So we actually have 6 available spots still, which before no, it would have been 3 spots available and a half spot. Now we have my bad, we have 9 spots and 2 half spots. So 2 teams from CONCACAF could qualify to the tournament. One will qualify to play against an Asian team to go to the round of 6, and one will qualify against an African team. So
yeah, you're not making it.
Trinidad making it, bro. Big up to Ray Carl Brown. Trinidad is actually going to finish it probably in the 3rd or the 4th spot of the final qualification spots available.
Is this for the World Cup or football?
No, actually, it's just bragging rights now. So, but we didn't win today. So, the guys who won today, they didn't come to the stream now. So these guys will probably come back next week. I see a lot of them. Some of them was talking on KG stream earlier, and so that's why they probably wasn't here. Big up to Mike. YouTube channel changed to the stream. Yes, bro. I stream usually every morning at 8:30 UK. I bring up a small daily United stream about football, as well as I talk every midday at 1 p.m. UK. I have a stream talking about the game, usually looking ahead and scouting information as well. Big up to you, bro. Yeah, what are you saying, bro?
I went to the United website. I didn't see this confirmation of Chidobe. So I don't know. I didn't see him there.
Because the confirmation, it was on the website. I was watching it earlier on today, actually.
It's still not confirmed.
It's been confirmed because everything was approved by the Premier League. So it's been confirmed. That's like I told man about this 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, we confirmed everything with Arsenal in terms of satisfying the requirements of the Premier League to compensate Arsenal for the fact that we took Chido or for the fact that Chido was moving to the club. But Chido has been confirmed, and I think you would see him on the website Monday morning, to be fair, because I think he will be playing his first game. I think he'll play his first game this week.
Is Dwakyok serving in any capacity in your country as in terms of football department?
No, not anymore. He ever since he leave the national team, he's never really had anything to do with football in Trinidad. Like, it would be nice. I actually would have liked him to come back as a coach after he finishes his first stint in Australia. But I think you know, for countries like mine, is not as streamlined as countries like yours. Like, you know, football and sports is not a priority for the nation. And to be fair, what I would say is that, you know, it kind of have a lot of things and that is take away from the energy of football in the country. Like our league doesn't support our players to just play football. We can't afford that. You know, there's not much following for the local league. So players have to work as well as play football. So, you know what I mean? And, you know, the TTFF, the National Football Association, they did a better job years ago with the football in terms of prioritizing the football team and treating the players well and these things. Now, they kind of caught up in a cycle where they're confused as where the direction they want to go. You know, recently we had a coach, I didn't really like him too much, Angus Eve, but I could see that he was building something. So I was kind of not too upset with the fact that he was coach. But then they recently changed the coach to a new guy, and I can't understand what he's doing with Trinidad national team. In fact, he drew 2 games that we should have won normally if Angus Eve was the coach, because we played those teams last year and we beat them 4-1 and 5-2. So it's just weird, bro. It's just weird.
Mark, I want to talk something about football. Some countries don't just take football serious in terms of developing the league. What football does for a country is more of what they should be expecting in this team. You know, it creates job opportunity, reduce criminality, and in fact, just keep youth focused. But I don't know, some governments, they don't just take football serious, but it's a big time this thing.
Well, it's the same thing with Singers and Nevis, man. You know, they don't take the football serious. They don't take the football down there serious.
I mean,
I used to play football down in there, and they just don't take it serious, man. You playing on, you talk about muddy pitches in the 70s, bro. You playing on no pitches.
Sure, I tell you,
know what I mean?
Virgin Islands don't even have a national stadium, bro. To be fair, and what they have a national stadium. I mean,
Warner Park is quite okay, but that's more for cricket.
Exactly.
Yeah. But then Singers and Nevis has been getting good results lately, though. So, because I think we played in the Gold Cup, and we reached pretty far, or something like that, for the first time. So yeah. I don't know if we're going to beat Trinidad, because normally we always get smashed by Trinidad.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if you have the likes of a Marcus Rashford, you know what I mean?
I know, but you see the thing is,
you know what I mean? These guys qualify for St. Kitts.
I know, but they never want to play. Cole Palmer qualified and Rashford qualified. So imagine
Bino Gittins.
Sorry?
Bino Gittins as well. His parents from
This is the thing, isn't it? We've got really world class players there, but they rather play for England because they know that they'll get picked. And I don't think some of the Leeward Islands is as patriotic as Jamaicans. Because Leo Bailey will go and play for Jamaica, or all these guys who, even they're born in England and they qualify for Jamaica, they will go there. But I don't think the Leeward Islands is as kind of like want to go on. Attractive because it's small, isn't it?
Yeah, but you see, the thing is for me is that, you know, I look at it like this from this other perspective. You know, countries like England, France, Germany, they have so much talent. They have more talent in their pool of talent to select from than, you know, we have footballers from our countries. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like, yeah, you know, I mean, it's all cool and well, but if I was some of those players, I feel like I would play for a country where I know I will get consistent game time, where I could, you know, be a determining factor in their success. You know what I mean? And when you're playing for likes of England, you know, you could play 5, 6, 7 games and then never play for England ever again, and then you take yourself out from qualification for any other country. So, which means you're going to be watching the World Cup more likely than anything else. You know what I mean? Exactly. I don't know, but I think the FIFA really needs to do something about this. I think they need to, you know, kind of maybe force players to play for other countries. You know, if maybe force a country into having like 50 players they select for like a 4-year period who will be, screened or the first choices, I guess, for the national team, and then that way, when a player know where they rank, they can make a decision which would actually make football more competitive around the world. Because I'd argue if a player like Rashford was playing for St. Kitts now, lots of people will be watching St. Kitts.
Oh yes,
I mean,
lots of
Rashford
people
have
watching that.
as much fans as
develop your
probably have a
talent, man.
population in St. Kitts
Develop
following
your
him on
own talent.
Instagram.
Develop your own talent. You can't be relying on other countries' scraps. That will never get
I
you.
mean, but
The problem is,
I mean, the Caribbean don't have
I get
We
where you're
don't
coming
have
from. I get where you're coming
talent
from, and I
like
understand
England,
because
bro.
I've had this conversation a lot. But to the end goal or the end conclusion that I've come to is develop your talent, man. You can't be relying
we
on
try
people.
to, but bro,
You
the
can't
reality is
be
that,
relying on
like,
you can't be
okay,
relying on people that
and
might
then
change their country at
check this
26.
out, right? Plenty of our talent, like plenty of our best talent, is get scouted at a young age to bigger countries, like for national Premier League teams,
Yes.
academies in the US, academies in France, Germany, all these things from all the Caribbean islands. They go up to these countries and play at academy
Yes.
level. The best players, they get scouted early. Like my neighbors, two twins, they're playing for United under 14 right now. Right? They moved their entire family to England right now, bro. The entire family. That's how good Man United think these two youth men is, and it's 12. A pair of twins. Now, for me, I look at it from a perspective where, in all reality, the Caribbean countries, even the wealthiest Caribbean island, which is currently Trinidad and Tobago, we can't afford to develop our talent like England or like France or like Germany or like Spain. You all have academies that dwarf our entire national program. If you understand what I mean.
You don't need to. All you need to do is have one national academy.
Yeah,
You need to have
And
one
then, sorry,
we don't have the facilities and the infrastructure on some of these islands, or even the quality of coaching. We don't have the competition. We don't have the.
I'm just talking about one on your
Even if you have
capital.
one academy, the players need to not only train, but they need to play games. And besides of some of these islands, though, they note having like multiple football pitches in one academy. If you understand what I mean, like, so one club in England. Think about it like this: the level of club that Aston Villa is probably the higher level in terms of professionalism than any Caribbean island could afford. Right? And that's not a big club. Like, just say Bournemouth Stadium is the average size stadium or stadiums in the Caribbean, bro. And most countries only have one or two of that size stadium. And that's their national stadium, bro. National stadium.
Like, I could echo what Mark said, man. Like where I'm from, it's just 36 square miles. So it's not even as big as any kind of small village in England. So we're not going to develop anything on our own because the national stadium is it's going to hold what 12,000 people, and most of the leagues where I come from is village teams. So you're not getting 5,000 people in the villages, and the pitches them very, very small because the village is small. So the Caribbean islands are not going to be developing their own players. The best players always have to leave the island. Always have to leave the island.
Always
Always
even
got to leave
Trinidad,
it.
bro.
Yeah.
And like I would say Trinidad, although we are nowhere near the largest Caribbean island, we kind of because of oil, we are the richest Caribbean island. So it's one of those things where we could actually afford to do more because we have multiple stadiums. Like Trinidad used to host mostly the Gold Cups and these things, so other islands used to come to Trinidad to play Gold Cups and these things because we have more stadiums. But at the same time, our country going through a situation since COVID that they're not really investing that much in sport like they used to years ago. Like back when we went to the World Cup in 2006, we invested twice as much money into football as we do 20 years later, which you would think is crazy because you think the money would actually increase after we went to the World Cup. It actually decreased. So it's a weird one, bro. Like when
Sorry.
what I would say is that a lot of people celebrate Jack Warner getting fired and getting convicted and all these things, but Jack Warner kind of kept all these Caribbean islands competitive in full football, because of what he did and how balanced he had.
Hurt you guys.
It hurt us. It hurt us a little bit, but
region on a scale that maybe some people don't want to admit or maybe didn't think about when he got indicted.
Yeah, it did. It hurt the region largely because, like, I mean, a lot of people wouldn't like me saying this, but you know, the USA is very precarious in the way they officiate games now. They basically run CONCACAF now, and
Exactly.
and put all the CONCACAF tournaments on US soil, and
Exactly.
and here where this is, they will refuse some national players and some teams a visa to play during the tournament.
Yeah.
So technically, they're already weakening your team from before you could even get to the tournament. Then what they do is that they play referees who are basically Spanish. They're living in the neighboring country from the team that you're playing against. Like imagine Trinidad playing St. Kitts and the referee is from Venezuela or from Haiti,
You know what I mean?
or from Colombia or something. That's mad. Imagine you playing Honduras and the referee is from Ecuador.
Or Belize.
It's no way that referee is going to be fair because the referee is not going to ref for English-speaking Caribbean island over, their Spanish-speaking CONCACAF parts.
Exactly, man.
And,
exactly.
you will never see USA get a yellow card or a red card in a game, even though their players make ridiculous tackles. It will only happen in games where they play against teams that have a notoriety, like if they play against Canada or Mexico, or like there was in the Gold Cup recently, and you see Mexico got a red card. You will never see that in CONCACAF, bro. Mexico, an American player could break an ankle of any other player from any other team. Once they're not from a country of equal size and stature, they will get a pass. The referee will give them a pass. Like literally, the referee will change the result of a goal to suit these teams. Canada,
exactly, man. So, when you're from the CONCACAF, you're screwed, man.
So this 48
that's why this right now is your biggest and best chance.
Because of the 48
I think what you guys
teams
should
now.
focus on, you should focus on getting young players to switch for you guys now instead of the older guys.
Exactly, and not only that, bro, it's like right now. with CONCACAF football now, because America, Canada, and Mexico already qualified. Now it kind of make it a little easier for teams now to fairly qualify, but you still can't. They're still playing most of the games in the USA, which is weird. Like, why are you forcing all the Caribbean teams to play most of the games in the USA? Why is the Caribbean Gold Cup for the last two tournaments hosted in the USA?
I guess they'll say a lack of stadiums or lack of infrastructure.
Bro, it's never because of that. Because USA is terrible at away games. If you look at USA career in national football and away games, they're usually not that good. Especially in away games in the Caribbean, they usually don't win. They average draws and losses. Yeah. And I mean, the funny thing is the referees for me. Like it's probably money to promote your football in the USA is cool and all, but you have to think about the grand scheme of things. Like at least make the refereeing a little bit more fair. Like it's like the Premier League right now. CONCACAF is exactly like the Premier League. The referees for me decide the outcome of most games, and it's weird. It's weird. It's not fun. Like I'd rather lose fairly to Chelsea than a referee making decisions that they would never make in another game against my team today. Because some of the decisions we see against Man United, you will never see again against another team. And these are the problems.
Yeah. But, football, everyone loves to romanticize football, but if you really...
This I could accept for a reason why the Gold Cup has been in the USA too. I could accept that, to be fair.
Yeah. It's about money.
I just wish they would circulate the referees, that they would allow referees from the Caribbean to referee games as well, and not just American referees. Because to me, all the referees now is either the American or Spanish, and that's weird. But guys, we ended up talking about the World Cup. We ended up talking about national football. It's really bragging rights. This week. We didn't really have the chance to brag and have the rights this week because we both drew. My buddies from Liverpool and them came through tonight.
I'm top four. Don't,
You're
don't,
in fourth for now.
don't,
That's
put,
temporary, bro.
don't put me with you.
Since when has the league position in the first 10 games ever mattered in any season? Like, I would like you to tell me, because lots of fans seem
your
to think
managers
it
get
does.
fired on Tuesday.
Hmm?
Maybe when your manager gets fired on Tuesday, then the
No,
first
my
thing
manager's
I
not
don't
getting
think
fired, bro.
he's not
My
getting fired,
manager
bro.
is going to
How
be
you gonna
back.
fire? How you gonna fire a manager when he's drawn 2 games?
you can
Bro,
just
not only that, bro, we lost our game in
he
Europe
drew,
this
but he
season.
bottled one. He bottled a 2-0
Huh?
lead. He
The
bottled a
bottle
2-0
Sorry?
lead.
players bottled the 2-0 lead, bro. The manager tactics got
Players
that
bottled that.
team. You know what's the funny thing that NN with a lot of fans? They say when they see the team selection, we're gonna lose. We're gonna get battered.
Exactly.
The team come out first half, either exceed their expectations and lead in the game, and then we don't win, or we win and they have come complaints about the mistakes we make more than the fact that they didn't expect any of these things to happen, and it did. So what else next?
This is why I always say, and then I always say, man, as a fans, we should actually just wait till the match then play. Even if you see the team sheet, just wait till the ball kicks out, because by the end of the day, it's them other guys are gonna either draw, win, or lose. And today I see a meltdown again. Oh, why are you putting Maguire? Why are you putting Evans? And these guys played bloody good. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Evans was first class, man, and Maguire was good until he got injured.
Yeah, and I'm not really
So
saying that. And I'm not saying that these brothers, I fear for the future. And I know a lot of people say, well, the manager wanted to sell Harry Maguire, but I believe if you are part of Manchester United, the transfer window is closed. If the manager selects you to start or to be on the bench, when you are called upon, you have to deliver. And as long as
exactly,
you deliver, you have a spot in the team. And
exactly,
whether
fine by
the
me, man.
manager prefer another player over you or not, if you are called upon, you have to deliver, because you represented Manchester United, not the manager. You know what I'm saying? I feel a lot of fans, try to make it about the manager too much. I think players supposed to be inspired playing for the team. It's like Chelsea. It's not like if you had Brentford. You know what I mean? Like, what player needs a coach to inspire them when they walk out on a pitch wearing Chelsea blue? It's the same thing at Man United, at Liverpool, at Real Madrid. I feel like if you're playing for one of these elite clubs in world football, you're supposed to already be gassed walking on the pitch, because you're playing for a big club. And I think the only thing managers there to do is to control that gas. You know what I mean? And make sure you put that gas in the right places, the energy in the right, with the right, in the right ideas. Use the right ideas. You know what I mean? And it's just so weird. Like, I just feel like, for Ten Hag might not be that guy to take as he promised that. But I just think that we have gone so far to make so many excuses or so many reasons to sack this manager, when we do know 3 things. 1, he took over the worst United team in a decade. 2,
Exactly.
we didn't win any trophies for 6 years before he came here. Now we consistently go into finals, right? We won 2 of those 3 finals we went to in the last 2 seasons, which is consistent. Because consistently since he's here, we've gone to cup finals, big cup finals too, FA Cup twice, right? And we beat Man City in the FA Cup final, and in a dominant fashion, to be fair. I think that we need to understand that, I know the goal and the aim is to be winning the league, but we wasn't going to win the league in 2 or 3 seasons when he took over. We wanted to prepare ourselves to challenge continuously going forward. And I think if you look at the progress, don't use the league, don't consider the cups as a paper over the cracks, but consider it as a form of progression. Because imagine winning while not being able to win the league is still winning. And if you could beat the team that won the league to win that cup, then obviously you're playing good football, which is a progress for me. I would like to win stuff on the way to winning the league the next time I win the league. And if I could win a FA Cup every season from now until 2028, which my CEO and DOF said is when they actually want to win the league, then I think that is a positive. If I could win the Europa League and the FA Cup this season, whether I finish 5th or I finish 6th, I think that's progression. I think that shows that my manager could win and consecutively win. And it shows that the team not only competing, but it could compete in every tournament, every season, into the final rounds. That's just me.
Yeah, and for me, I always said I believe that Ten Hag is not here to be the man to fix the team. He may not be the man to win us the league or the Champions League, but he's here to fix the team for the next man to come in and just roll with it. A bit like Ranieri was with when Mourinho came in. Fix the United because he, as Mark said, when he came. I had no hopes for United, because we had the worst team in history of the league, finished on 59 points, dead and buried, mate. What Ranwick was saying about open heart surgery, then they got rid of him, then you thought, oh, they got this Ten Hag, and then you think, okay, he's going to work with young players. And that's exactly what he's been doing. I see he come in, and I knew he would bring younger players in because he's known for that in Europe. When he was playing in Ajax, the young team, that's what everybody knows. And that's what he's doing. And, he's bringing in young guys. And I said to myself, well, okay, this is the guy to fix United. To my surprise, he's won 2 trophies because I wasn't even expecting that. You know what I mean? So as a fan, this craziness about him, I always tell the fans that he's the guy to fix United for the next man to come in, and he's not going to have the worst team in ever. He's going to have a good team. He's going to have the new guy that we just signed. He's going to have Euro. He's going to have Rasmus. He's going to have someone there that you could say, well, okay, you can just work with these boys. You don't have to go and rebuild the entire squad. And that's where Ten Hag is. And I don't think fans see that. Fans want to win the league and say, oh, well, he's no good because he's not winning the league. No, he's here to fix the team.
Yeah, but you see, the next thing too is, guys, is like for me, I feel like we had to understand where we were as a team. You know what I mean? And when Eric Ten Hag take over, we was not that team competing for titles. We as fans said that we needed open heart surgery. Ralph Ragnick said, 10 in, 10 out, major signings, major outgoings, and then we decide how we want to play with the new manager, and then we continue buying players in that profile until we get right. And I know, we had 3 summer windows under Ten Hag, but let me just be realistic and say that this new structure, we really did a transfer window that screamed to us open heart surgery. They took out players that needed to go. They brought in players that we needed for the profiles to improve. And not only that, they brought in our coaching staff that is expert at playing expansive attacking football. So for me, it's like when all this has happened in one transfer window, which was just like literally 8 weeks ago, I feel like it screams to me that, they finally gave this manager everything he needs to succeed. Now they have to give him time for the implementation of the new training sessions and the new adjustments to tactics and tweaks and players who come in with new chemistry and new partnerships to succeed. And while it's a results-based business, I don't see them going below 6 months. I think until Christmas, he has to get United into in a proper position that's respectable. And I think that's more than enough time for this manager. I actually think that, the players used to look confused in the first couple of seasons. To be fair to GB, I would have agreed with the statement even in the summer. But even in the game against Tottenham, what our biggest problem was not that we didn't have an idea, is that we were trying to do things, but it wasn't coming off. And now I could see what the team is trying to do in almost every game. You can see what they are trying to do. Now, it will have some games where we will not play out from the back initially at the beginning of games based on the defensive setup and the players on the team. And I think that's perfectly normal. It will have some games we need to be pragmatic, but for the most part, there will be games where we'll be playing out from the back consistently. You'll have the likes of Alessandro, Adelit, and these guys there in the back, and you'll have the team. The problem is, I think that we have a young attack, and it's going to take some time for them to get consistency. And this is why we haven't been scoring consistent goals. I think a lot of it is just having patience with the team to reach their full potential, and we need to give it some time. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Fix, I see any
agree.
background. I'll bring you
I
in shortly, but I really was about to close this stream now, bro. So, my
Yeah,
bad.
bro. I need to cut, but before I cut, I'll give my little thought. I think the rough patch that we're going through now, it's not worse than last season. I feel like them calling for the manager's head is just off of last season, off of the end of last season before the FA Cup. I don't think there's anything out of the ordinary that would call for the manager's head. I think you guys will get over this hump through the next 5 games.
Bless. Ray, anything else
Right,
from
man.
you, bro? Big up,
No,
my
man.
bro.
Yeah,
Talk
as I
to
said,
you
man, I
tonight.
think we
Back
just
next
need.
week Sunday as well.
Sorry, I think we just need. I think we just need patience, man. With as I said, with the new setup, because as I said, man, I think Ten Hag's here to try and fix the team to be better. You know what I mean? And I think this summer is the really fix because he was playing with Ten Hag. I mean, we were playing with Scott. We were playing with those other guys. We was playing with Wan-Bissaka, and only this season we've actually got rid of them. And it's going to take some time for the new guys in there to really get going. You know, I know everybody's talking about where's Agate, but even Ten Hag himself says he's not up to the speed of what we want yet. And he's going to give him time. So I'm patient, man. You know, I mean, I know it's a result-based business, and everybody's crying about draws and loss, but I'm saying give the man a time to fix the team, and let's see what we're doing when it's good. You know, you can call on anyone in the team, and they're actually going like clockwork. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thoughts on the thing, man. Just patience. We had 2 good results. I know we drew. I know we were 2-0 up, and it's disappointing to not win because you're 2-0 up. But we're playing away at home. We went into Porto, tough place to go, get the draw. Go to a Villa. Villa beat Bayern Munich, so they were going to be on the high. I didn't really feel as if Villa was going to beat us today. You know what I mean? So the last 2 results, yes, it's draws, but it's positive because you're not going and getting smashed 6-0 or 3-0 away from home and the confidence goes low. I mean, if that happened, yeah, you could have probably said Ten Hag is going to get sacked because we look how bad we lost. But we left those games with our heads high. So we could continue on.
100%. Big up, bro, and thanks for that. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. Catch you in the morning, bro. I know you'll be definitely around while you're making your way to work. So I hope you have a great night, bro. Thanks for your contribution. Big up to you.
Cheers, boss. Okay, man.
Big up, broski. We'll definitely see you again on the next game. You know, I'm going to be there for the game against PROK in a few weeks. So we will be linking up very shortly again. Big up to Fix in the building for his closing statements. What are you thinking, my bro?
Yeah, it's just like my fellow panelist said, just to give the manager a little time, a bit time. You know, if you watch United closely, it's not as if they are doing way awful. The mistakes, if they can put the mistake minimal, you know, they are good. It's not as if. Just watch when we lose. When we lose, what happens in the game is just all about panicking and not player not making a 2-yard pass and all that, making a silly mistakes, you know. So that's the thing. But when there is no mistakes in as in terms of our player giving away the possession and all that, you see United play coming together. Like today, I think we were more threatening than even the Villa or the media houses project to use United and sweep the floor. You know, they were very careful about us. You know, it's just that at the final end, we do not do the business like to score the goals and all that, because there was openings and all that, and the forward guys did not take the right decisions, you know. So
100%.
for me, we lost 3 games of the season in the season so far, and we also have a clean sheet. Even as we are conceding all those goals, his first season we considered 7 against Liverpool. We still come as the best defensive side, you know. But they don't want to bring out those part of the games. They just want the side that will make him look bad. I think Ten Hag has beaten the media many times, so they are very angry with him. You know, when you say they are going to sack him, he will come up and disgrace you. You know, so it's a kind of there is a bitterness there to just let their narrative be right and what let their opinion be right. They are sacking him tomorrow, they are sacking him next tomorrow, and he will still survive it. So they are not cool with that, So that kind of
100%. Yeah, I mean, you know how it is, bro. They've been trying to sack this manager since the beginning of season 2, even after he played 2 cup finals and finished 3rd. I think it's disgraceful the way the media has carried on about themselves. They have not been professional. They even said to our manager in front of everyone's faces, they need United to lose so they can write articles, and sell stories. So I can't see why any Man United fan would be caught dead believing this media. But at the end of the day, it's hard to block the news out. And, United, for me, was the better team in the game today against Villa. I am shocked that after all the hype about how good Emery is and how great he has done at Villa and how amazing this Villa team is, that they looked like they were there for the taking against United. United looked the better team. And if not for the referee and his 5 yellow cards that stopped our momentum, I am certainly of the belief that United probably would have won 3-1, if not 4-0.
You know the funny thing? Do you know the funny thing? When United is doing good, they will find an excuse. They will find an excuse for the opponent team. Like today, I was hearing the commentator saying maybe it's because of the middle week game they played with Bayern Munich. As if United did not play middle week game. They will find an excuse. You will see this partiality. That's what makes me to conclude it. He's a bully. You are not just speaking the facts. He's a bully. You choose what you want to say and what you don't want to say, or what people should hear and what people should not hear. But it's quite unfortunate that some of our fans has been gaslighted, and many people are losing their head. In fact, I think there is a mental disorder now within our fan base because any little thing.
Yeah, fix. You get my sleep here. Big up, broski. Catch you tomorrow, bro. I agree with some of the things that you are saying. Don't get me wrong. But I do think as a fan base, we need to have a little bit more courage against the media and against rival fans, because you know what? Let's honestly think about rivals and the media actually wanting to see United do well. Yeah. I don't know, bro. We've won for 20 years. I was a young man growing up. In my teenage years, United were always winning. All my friends who were Liverpool fans and otherwise, they were crying. I don't think they want to see us win anytime soon, guys. I think they want to see us in the mud forever and ever. Amen. And as the slogan goes, hated but adored and never ignored. We are Manchester United, guys. Remember that each and every day. Don't forget that, guys. Even when they tell you otherwise, 6 minutes extra time was shown. The referee was still fixing his audio when they gave that announcement. We should have had at least 10 minutes. But it's Manchester United, guys. And Said is near a massive stroke. Well, I mean, maybe he should lay off the lasagna, buddy. I don't know, but, let me not make too much fun of the guy. I like the guy. I think he's pretty cool. I just think he's a little bit unable to articulate his reasoning why he actually wants Ten Hag out, other than mentioning sensational statistics that don't actually make sense. Like when fans say we've only won 1 out of 9 in the last European games, I'm like, we only played 2 European games this season. So make it make sense to me, guys. Make it make sense. And we have not lost. So big up to each and every one of you. I hope you have a blessed night. Good night. It's Sunday. Have a good, enjoyable evening. Those of you who is in the nighttime like me, those of you who are in the US and otherwise, and it's broad daylight, keep yourself safe. Don't go out and do too much. Enjoy your afternoon. Man United didn't win, but it was a good result. I think United were the better team, and I think we can build off of this performance and take it to the next level in the next few games. It's international break, guys, so we're going to come with some national team games, including CONCACAF, and big up to each and every one of you, Fix. I'll catch you later. I hope you have a great one. We will be back in the morning to talk about about stuff, looking ahead to what's to come, and possibly some CONCACAF games, some Euro games as well. Maybe we'll do a Middle East game as well. This one, there's quite a few interesting games to be on in the next couple of games from national teams, and we will have a poll, guys. If you want, you can suggest some games for us to do watch-alongs. If you guys want us to watch your national team as well, your boy Mark is here for that. Big up to all of you. I'll catch you guys later on. Hope you have a great night, and be safe out there. Glory, glory, Manchester United. And you know what it is, guys. Every Sunday night, bragging rights, we will be here. The usual time, though, will be 8:30 p.m. UK. Today was a late one, but next time we will be on time. Big up to you guys. Have a great one. Big up to NN as well. And those of you in the comments, we love you.
Baby.